Oh, come back, baby, don't you cry, don't you drain those big blue eyes. I've been crawling.
We've been friends for a very long time. We met each other when we were 12, and we used to hang out in Oxford and watch music and listen to music, but we never really thought about actually making music or being in a band or anything. And then when we'd finished school, Dave went to university and started writing this music in the middle of the night, and came home one day for the holidays and just played us these 2 tracks and said, "What do you think?" And we all said, "It's really cool." And he said, "Do you want to be in a band?" So we said yes, but not really thinking anything of it. I mean, I guess I did think about it a bit, but it wasn't, you know, it was just us messing around. It was quite a kind of...
It all spiralled out of control.
Yeah.
Now we're here. I never expected to go so far away from home and have people in the crowd. I don't know, you never think your music's going to make it beyond the shores of your home country.
I was just remembering like how it started, which was just us in a room and Dave on a tiny crappy old laptop, making really quiet music. And now we're doing this in America, sitting in LA in a studio. It's kind of bonkers.
I think the album on record is probably quite different to how it is live. A lot of the shows, especially in the States, have been quite dancey. You know, we lift the drums and the tempos up a bit and make it kind of louder, and people tend to dance. Whereas on record, I think it's probably a lot more chilled out. We're not the type of people to just sit and make the same sound for 30 years, I think. We'll get bored. I have the attention span of a flea, I think. So always looking for new, weird noises.
While my naked fool, fresh out of icky gooey womb, a woozy you.
I don't know what gooey is about to Dave. It means a lot of things to me because I was there when it was born and grew with it and made it and all of those things, and it has a lot of things that it means to me. But I don't know what it means to him because he's never told me. And that's really cool, I think, because if he told me what it was about, that would probably ruin things to me that were important about it. And I feel like with the audience and, you know, people listening to it all over the place, if you tell someone it's about love or it's about hate or it's about, I don't know, a circus, then it can limit how much it means to people.
None of us had ever made an album before, so it was incredibly useful to have someone like him who's so experienced at making like really full, cohesive records that we grew up with, like Silent Alarm by Block Party and Future Heads and The Rakes and all these records that we listened to when we were about 13, 14 and loved.
Paul Epworth came to one of our shows, I think it was one of our first London shows, at this place called Birthdays, which was this tiny little venue, and it was just after we released our first EP. I think that was definitely the most and the first time we'd been starstruck. Well, I was anyway. Dave was so starstruck he fell flat on his face as he walked on stage. It was awesome.
That was an unlucky coincidence. It broke the ice though. We have good parties.
Yeah, we do throw a good party. I'm not afraid to say that we do that well, actually. That's something we're good at. We spent a lot of time honing that as well.
Honing the party?
Yeah, honing the party. I'm a good snuggler.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
There you go, there's some things about glass animals that you might not have known.
We're bad at talking about
Ed likes
ourselves.
wildlife and can build fires, and Drew is probably not a spy.
Oh,